Let's make a paper cutout design in Procreate. I'm Amy from AlwaysBeColoring, and I make Procreate brushes, and every month I have a Procreate Brush Club newsletter where I send out free brushes. All the brushes I'm using today are from my bold canvas and paper texture brush set. First, we're going to draw the word cutout, and I'm going to use a font as a guide. This is a font I made called Undercover Rockstar. Type out the text and then drag it to fill the whole canvas. Then you can highlight the whole word and change the tracking, which spaces the letters farther apart, and the leading, which is going to bring the words closer together. Now center it, select the layer, and lower the opacity to about 15%. Then start a new layer above. I'm using the torn paper edge brush with a lighter tan color, and I'm just going to draw an outline around these letters using them as a rough guide. Here I'm going to use the freehand selection tool to outline the UT and then choose copy and paste and then move them down to the next word. This isn't cheating or being lazy, it actually makes your design look more unified. You can use the selection tool again and move the letters around how you want. Now select the background color layer below, and we're going to erase inside those letter shapes. Here I'm making a new layer below everything and dragging and dropping a dark color because it was hard to see without light color in the white background. Keep erasing behind every single letter. When you're done, merge the outline layer with the tan layer that you just erased. Then start a new layer below it, but above the dark blue background. Now select the light green color and draw a line behind the word cutout. Then use a slightly darker green to drag and drop and fill that color. That way it looks like the paper has a torn edge. Now start another new layer below the green layer and above the blue background. Choose a light sea green color and draw another line behind the word cutout. Then choose a darker shade and drag and drop to fill in that layer. Now we're going to repeat that same process a few more times, starting a new layer beneath, using a light color to draw a line and then a slightly darker color to fill it in. At the top of the word out, I didn't use a lighter color. I just dragged and dropped medium blue color in and then moved that layer down so it was only covering the part behind the out. Draw another line with a light color and then fill it in with a slightly darker shade. The bold canvas and paper texture brush set has a color palette that comes with it that has all of these colors included. When you're done, now we're going to add the paper textures. First, choose a dark gray color. Then choose any of the canvas or paper texture brushes. Here I use the canvas brush number 11. Start a new layer above the cutout layer, tap it and choose clipping mask. Then color it in with the canvas brush. Then tap the layer again and change the blend mode to linear burn and adjust the opacity if necessary. Now we're going to do that same process to all of the color layers. Start a new layer above the color, tap it and choose clipping mask, then change the blend mode to linear burn, and use any of the canvas or watercolor paper texture brushes to fill in the layer. Here I use the watercolor paper texture brush number 2. Again, start a new layer above, choose clipping mask, change the blend mode to linear burn, and here I use craft paper brush number 1. I'm going to play the rest sped up and I'll put the names of the brushes I'm using on the screen. This is watercolor paper number 30, canvas number 30, watercolor paper number 13, watercolor paper number 9, canvas number 28, and then watercolor paper 14. When we're done with this, we're going to add all the shadows. First, duplicate all of the colored paper layers. Now choose the bottom layer, swipe right with 2 fingers to alpha lock it, then click the layer and choose fill layer. We're still on that dark gray color. Do that with the bottom layer of each color. Now we're going to swipe right with 2 fingers again on each of those layers to un-alpha lock them. That's because we can't use Gaussian blur on an alpha locked layer. Now go to Adjustments, Gaussian blur, and swipe right till about 14%. Then tap the layer and change the blend mode to linear burn. I went ahead and changed all of the shadow layers to linear burn to get it out of the way. Choose the next shadow layer below the green and Gaussian blur to between 10 and 15%. You don't have to do them all to the exact same amount of Gaussian blur. I like to vary it a little and just do what looks best. Gaussian blur all of the shadow layers. Now swipe right on each of the shadow layers to select them all. Then you can move the shadows around so it looks a little more dramatic. This is my favorite part. I ended up moving them up and slightly to the left. I thought the shadows were a little too dark, so I tapped on each layer and changed the opacity to about 70%. And that's it. That's all for the cutout paper tutorial. Be sure to subscribe for more. I'm pretty new at this, so if you could give me a like, I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to sign up for my newsletter on AlwaysBeColoring.com for free Procreate brushes every month.